This is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Welcome to Job Search Radio.
Are you looking for a new job or interested in leveling up? Job Search Radio is your go-to resource for insider tips on job hunting and growing your career. Here's your host, Jeff Altman.
I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome to Job Search Radio. This is episode 326. Today's show is about finding recruiters to help you with your search. And it's a simple, direct message that's designed to help you locate recruiters who might be able to help. At the end of the show, or at the end of the recorded segment of the show, not the intro, not the outro, but the meat of the show, I mentioned a book of mine called Get Ready for the Job Jungle. It's available at my website. It's also available on Amazon for Kindle. It's a short guide. I think you'll find it very helpful, especially if you're ready to start job hunting. That's really what it's geared to, if you're just starting your job search or relatively early. I hope you find this show helpful. I hope you give it 5 stars in iTunes or Stitcher. It helps people find the show, and maybe you'll leave a comment for me in iTunes. That'd put a big smile on my face, and I'll read your comment on another episode. With that, let's get going. Here's a question on Quora, Quora, that I think was interesting, and I'll attempt to answer. I'm working for a fairly large New York City company where I was the first software engineer on board. I have 10 plus years of software development experience. In the past, I've simply applied normally for open jobs. However, the most interesting jobs tend to be filled before they get advertised. So I'd like to see if tech recruiters can help me out here. In the past, I've been contacted by recruiters that just searched for keywords, which have been a complete waste of time. So I'm looking for recruiters that can actually find jobs that match my profile. Now, like everything these days, it's all in the relationship. And you want to put yourself in the position where you actually have a relationship with recruiters who are competent. How do you find recruiters that are competent? Well, let's start off with a LinkedIn profile. You start searching for recruiters in your target geography. You start looking for recruiters who might have positions that are available that superficially fit your background. But if you think you can lurch from job search to job search with people looking out for you, let me just remind you the fact that you're asking people to work for nothing, and they're actually getting paid by employers to fill jobs. And I know this may not seem like a dichotomy to you, but it actually is. You think that they recruit for you or they're trying to find work for you, and that's not their job. Their job is to earn a commission by helping an organization find talent that they specify, and then from there, identify talent that fits those roles. That's the nature of recruiting. Everything else that you're being told is BS. So let's go further. How do you find those people? You can start with ads. But ads are just probably going to get you more of what you've already gotten. What you really want to start doing is looking at LinkedIn profiles of recruiters that have jobs in your area. And what you're looking for is a couple of things. Numbers of years of experience. I'm not going to do a commercial for myself, but I'll simply say that more experience and a stable background is going to tell you something about the recruiter. What's it going to tell you? Here's it real simple. You see someone with 6 months here, 3 months there, 9 months there, who's changed jobs pretty regularly, they're probably not a good producer because their firm would have tried to tie them in and make them a part of their day-to-day operations. Instead, they're being let go regularly and they have to find another job, and someone else is giving them a chance, but they're not necessarily filling lots of positions. So that's trick number one. Trick number two is see if you can find people who are writing, publishing, what have you, because they're committed to their career. They're not necessarily burn and churn artists. So that's a second factor. A third thing is, well, listen to how they talk to you. Are they commoditizing you, or are they actually taking some care in how they communicate with you? When they talk about a job opportunity, well, the fact of the matter is, do they sound knowledgeable or do they sound like a jerk? I think you can discern the difference. You've recognized enough jerks through their behavior. And at the end of the day, someone calls you about a job and you say, so tell me about your background. They talk with you about it, and you go to their LinkedIn profile, you find it's BS. They're lying to you. It's an interesting thing that I think happens pretty often. Recruiters tell the truth on their LinkedIn profile. They don't necessarily tell the truth when they talk to people over the phone. So it's a funny dichotomy. But at the end of the day, you have work to do in order to find these people, evaluate them, and determine whether or not they can really help. And recognize that after you find this job, and it seems like you've been in one place for 10 years, and you're not a junior individual, stay in touch. Use them as a recruiting source for hiring. Keep them posted on what's going on at the firm that you join, and introduce them to people that are involved with hiring. That's going to make you an ally for them and make you someone that they're going to want to help for many years to come. Lurching from job search to job search is a mistaken strategy. Thinking that you can just arrive cold and have people leap all over you and care about you and be competent, it doesn't work that way. Just like you've just haven't paid attention to recruiters for 10 years, well, suddenly if you disappear after this search, they're not paying attention to you. I've got a new little guide out. It's available for Kindle. It's also on my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. It's called Get Ready for the Job Jungle. It's basically preparation tips for preparing to job search. And there's a good section in there about care and feeding tips for recruiters. It's a buck. It's not like I'm trying to get rich on this thing, So order a copy at my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us, or get one for your Kindle, where I make a whopping 35 cents for this. But I just think it's a useful tool. If I could give it away for free, I would. But firms want money for what they do.
So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here's a few ways that you can connect with me. The first one is if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, email me at jeffoaltman@thebiggamehunter.us, and in the subject line, put the word coaching there. Coaching. And I'll get back to you. We'll set up a time for a preliminary conversation. My work is geared to those at a manager level and above, so take that into consideration. I haven't made exceptions for others, though. Next, if you're not at a manager level or above, the best way is through JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, where I've curated information from around the web that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly. Plus, I take questions from people as part of your membership at the site. Again, that's JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. If you only want to ask me questions, email me and make payment to thebiggamehunter@gmail.com. You make the payment through PayPal to that address, thebiggamehunter@gmail.com, and then forward the question to me. I'll donate a portion of that to charity, and thus you're helping others as well. Last things I want to mention, if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me at linkedin.com/IN/thebiggamehunter. And like me on Facebook. You can like the shows on Facebook. That's Job Search Radio on Facebook. And in addition, you can like Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Give me 5 stars on both. Leave a great comment. It helps other people discover the show. See you tomorrow.
If you would like to have Jeff give you advice about your job search, you'll love JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. This site has all of Jeff's books and guides to job hunting available free. The ability to have Jeff answer your questions, plus podcasts and videos that'll help you with all the different parts of a job search, including writing a winning resume and cover letter, great answers to interview questions, how to negotiate effectively, whether you want an easy way or want to get tough, plus a community of people like you who you can get advice from. The site again is JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. That's JobSearchCoachingHQ.com.